RM Sotheby's is the world's largest collector car auction house by total sales. They are the preeminent market maker of high-quality collector cars and collections, regardless of size or complexity. By working in partnership with the Sotheby's team and its network of 80 offices in 40 countries, RM Sotheby's has established the largest client network of any collector car auction house in the world. Join the RM Sotheby's family by connecting with one of their car specialists at rmsotheby's.com or contact me directly at gstanley@rmsotheby's.com. LLC TLC is here to save you money on all of your vehicle purchases. LLC TLC will permanently register your classic cars in Montana to avoid any annual renewal fees. As your registered agent, they will handle everything for you so you never have to step foot in Montana. And as a listener of this podcast, LLC TLC is offering 30% off your entire package. Simply go to llctlc.com/classic or mention this podcast when you contact LLC TLC directly.
All right, welcome to a special edition of the Collector Car Podcast. It is December 4th, and I know a lot of you, all my car listeners, are doing some charitable giving towards the end of the year. And I just wanted to share this organization that I've known about for a number of years, and I just think it's one of the best organizations that really helps people out. And what I love about it is a couple things. It's an organization that's incredibly effective. They're helping people that are truly in need, but are people that truly want to do the right thing. It's not a free handout. It's where people have responsibility and ownership to kind of get out of the situation they're in. It's just a great, great organization. So I've asked Joel Buckelman to join us to kind of give us a little bit of an overview of this organization, how you could possibly contribute if you're interested. And Joel, thank you for joining the Collector Car Podcast.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us, Greg. Changing gears. We love cars and we love helping people. And we know we're based in Cincinnati, and we know in cities like Cincinnati, transportation is just a massive need for people to be able to get to work and get their kids to school and hospitals and everything that they need to do. So all of this is on our website at changing-gears.org, where you can learn about all of our programs. But we focus on a few things. We have a purchase program where we sell cars to people at half off with a no interest loan. Like you said, it's not a handout, it's a hand up. It makes it very affordable to purchase a vehicle. And then those are both donated and purchased cars that are restored and sold. And then we have a repair program that offers half off repairs for clients who already own a vehicle. And then we have a technician training program for clients who want to start careers in the automotive industry. There's a massive shortage of automotive technicians, and so it's a great program that can help launch students to start careers as technicians.
Yeah, and I just want to be clear, this is not about collector cars. This is about cars that are restored that are donated in various states. You can talk about, it could be a car that needs a lot of work that maybe you can't take, but it could be a car with, Honda Odyssey with 180,000 miles that just needs a little bit of service repair work, and you can get it back on the road again to someone who is paying to have that car, correct?
Yes, exactly. And we take any car in any condition. We've had some really nice cars donated, and we've had some cars at the end of their life donated. We love all of those. There are cars that we're looking for our clients to purchase. That we love, Hondas and Toyotas that got a little bit of mileage left on them that we can restore and use for our clients. If we have a donation that's not appropriate for that, we just use it. We turn it into funding for our program. And so whether it's something we sell, if it's something that's maybe too expensive to maintain or operate for one of our clients, or it's something that's just at the end of its life, we'll sell that outside of our program and use that to fund our operation. And that's how we cover about 75% of our operating budget is through those sales.
Yeah, so you'll take a car that maybe book value is $1,500 because it's got whatever 180,000 miles on it, whatever it is. Then you'll also take, Lamborghini Murcielago, but you're not going to sell that one, right? That's going to be one that you would sell. I'm sorry, you're not going to sell that to someone. That's one that you would sell to fund the program, correct?
Exactly. Yep. We haven't had one of those yet, but yes.
Now talk a little bit about how the folks apply for this and how you identify the true need, and then also, I guess, your success ratio.
Yeah. So we collaborate with organizations who are providing wraparound services. So we get to specialize and focus on meeting transportation needs. And then our clients are all vetted through a partner organization. Right now, it's through an organization called CityLink Center. And so they provide all of the wraparound services and the social workers who work with the clients to determine what their needs are. When they identify transportation as one, that's when they get referred over to Changing Gears, and we can help them with one of the programs that I mentioned earlier. When we sell cars, we have a couple different financing options based on if the client is employed already, or if they're graduating from a training program and they're going to go start a new job. If they're that route, we have it's kind of like a no money down financing option. And then the other one is just a more traditional financing. When you combine all of those, we've got a 95% loan completion rate, which is incredible. Now it's half off with no interest loans, so it's really affordable. But it's all that work on the front end with those collaborative partners to make sure that clients have the budget ready for that total cost of owning a vehicle. Our clients, everyone's seeing high insurance rates right now, and our clients are I think they're going up even more for them. It's crazy to see what insurance cost is, but they have to have insurance on the vehicles that they're buying from us.
So when you say half off, so say like you have a whatever, I'll go back to the Honda Odyssey. Maybe the book value is $8,000. It was an item that was donated to your business, and maybe it wasn't running driving at the time. You got it up and running driving. Now you're going to sell it to them for $4,000.
Exactly. So our sale is half of retail for the and that doesn't. So what matters for a donation side is what the car's worth when it's donated to us in the condition it's donated. And then we'll do whatever repairs are there, whether it's some light stuff or up the engine transmission to get ready running. And then we sell it at half of whatever the retail value of that vehicle would be. So yeah, if it's a $10,000 Honda Odyssey, we would sell it for $5,000.
And are those, what kind of interest is on those loans?
So they're all no interest loans. So
okay, great.
Yeah. So half off, no interest. We're providing the loan. And so good news and bad news, we don't run credit checks and limit it to that, but we also unfortunately don't report to credit agencies for our clients when they're making their payments.
Okay, so I see that as a double-edged sword. Now, the fact that you don't do credit checks and you have a 95% success ratio really speaks highly of the vetting process, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a strict process. Through CityLink Center, there's a place called Smart Money Community Financial Services, and they're the ones that really get into the nitty-gritty with the clients and their budget. She has a great line that says, if you can spend money, you can save money. And so it's getting clients ready with their budget and making sure that fits into their, really owning a vehicle fits into their budget. And if not, then owning a car is not for everyone. Owning a car is expensive. All of the maintenance, the repairs. We're generally selling cars that are 10 to 20 years old with 100 to 200,000 miles. And so we tell our clients something's going to break on this car. We know it over the next year or so. And so that's why we offer the repair program. But just in general, owning a car is expensive. Hopefully it's all that's being used as an investment, and it allows you to do all those other things, getting to work and everything else that you need to do.
Okay, right. And if you could you speak a little bit to the training process? Because I know when I went to your facility the last time, which was probably a year ago, I was impressed at how clean and organized it was. You had some lifts that had just been put in not too long ago. Yeah. What is that training process, and kind of what's the extent of the repairs that you're able to do on the cars that are donated?
Yeah, for the training program, we moved into a new facility a few years ago, and we doubled the size of our shop. A training program, it's a 4-week free, tuition-free training program for people who want to start careers as lube and tire technicians at dealerships. Once they get into that at a dealership, then they're able to access that manufacturer-specific training and can advance in their careers from there. So it takes over half of our shop when we're running those. This year in 2024, we had 20 graduates from the program and 17 start careers as technicians at Greater Cincinnati car dealerships, which there's a massive shortage of technicians out there. And so it's exciting to get that many out into the dealerships. In the training program, they're focusing on working in the shop safely, using a lift, oil changes, and tire rotations, and getting really fast at those things. So they're limited that. Then we have separately 2 other ASE master technicians who are doing the repairs on the cars that are coming in as donations. We actually go out. The donations don't keep up with the demand for clients who want to purchase cars. So we actually take in grant funding and we go to auction and we buy cars and bring those and restore those as well. So we have other technicians who are doing that work, and then also our repair program. They'll do everything from engines and transmissions if the car warrants it, down to just whatever the car needs. We don't have an alignment rack just because we don't have the room for that. But just about everything else we can do on a car.
Okay. So tell me, what are the best ways that folks can donate? So obviously they can donate a car, any type of car, it sounds like. They can donate financially to support, the nonprofit. And then it sounds like there's also opportunities to donate from a time perspective if they're local to Cincinnati. I know you had this really cool event I was at last year where you set up a track and it was a fundraising event and you did go-karts, you had different teams, and it was hilarious and a lot of fun. But kind of let us know, what are the ways in which my listeners might be able to donate to such a worthy cause?
Yeah, lots of ways to get involved. Car donations is the big one. Like you said, any car, any condition. We have our own tow truck. We take care of everything, make it a free, easy, very convenient process. So that's great. Financial donations, whether it's from an individual, we've got ways on our websites to make both of those type of donations. Our annual fundraising event is the Changing Gears Grand Prix, which will be back again next year, May 17th, back at Lunkin with the go-karts and everything set up. We're always looking for sponsorships for that. And so corporate sponsors are a great way to support our fundraising event. And then we do have some volunteer opportunities both at that event. Even just we have volunteers come in and do some detailing of cars that are cleaning them up for clients or for sale, and then also some help with our training program just to make sure we've got some folks who know what they're doing with cars, helping provide a little bit of oversight during our tech training program. So lots of different ways to get involved.
Okay, and one last thing I wanted to talk about is my wife and I, we do give quite a bit to charitable organizations. And one of our biggest headaches and reasons we haven't expanded is because, this is going to sound horrible, but the amount of junk mail we get from those charitable organizations. And I'm like, I feel like my dollars are going to spam myself. And now I feel like I've been on your mailing list for a little while now, and I feel like that is not the case with you guys. I mean, I got an email today just for December, giving, but that literally was the first email I got in 6 months. So can you assure my listeners that it's not like some of these big box, nonprofits, that this is you and your wife doing the best you can and you're really just communicating what's needed?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, it's one of our main values is to treat people the way you want to be treated. I don't like when you give somewhere and you, like you said, you get spammed with all kind of stuff. My wife and I started Changing Gears. We're 11 years of operations. We've got 12 people on our staff now. So we're growing, and because the need is huge, but we definitely treat people the way you want to be treated. So that's correct. We are 501c3. So when you give in any of those ways, you're able to get a deduction for that. But yeah, we're not gonna fill your inbox with junk.
You heard it from the man here himself. So, take that to the bank. So, all right. Well, that's it from the charitable giving perspective. Now, we originally met because I used to have a podcast called Learn from Others. It was a help sharing career journeys for teenagers. And I had you on to talk about, your career in starting a nonprofit, which I will put the link in the description if you would like to go back to probably about 4 years ago and hear that. But what kind of cars do you like? I mean, you're steep in, Hondas and Toyotas right now, but
yeah.
What is your car passion and what made you want to start Changing Gears?
I've always had a thing for BMWs. E46 M3 is probably the car I had the poster of, and that's still, I'd love to have one of those someday, but those seem to be going up in value quite a bit. I love anything with wheels, and just got into it early. This changing gears really was an opportunity to combine love of cars and anything to do with cars, and a love of helping people in a sustainable way. And kind of, I say it was a God-given opportunity to smash those two things together. So now we get to play with cars that are a little different. We still get to see some fun stuff. We had a really cool '88 Jeep Grand Wagoneer donated. We've had a C5 Corvette and just different stuff come in. But it is funny. One of the cars we love to buy at auction is a Toyota Yaris. It's the smallest Toyota you can buy. And so we've got 3 daughters, and we'll be driving around, and I'll be like, "Look at that sweet Yaris over there!" And so they're like, "Why do you care about these little cars?" And I was like, "Well, it's just fun. That's something we look for when we go by, and so we know that it's a car that's that gets you where you got to go." And so that's what we look out for now.
That's cool. A friend of mine actually bought one of the cars from you that wasn't appropriate to pass on to someone in the program. Carl bought a Volvo hardtop convertible from you.
Okay.
Yeah, and it sounded like, you know what, this isn't one we want to pass on. Little, maybe a little too flashy, or whatever it might have been. And
yeah,
so
just the cost to maintain something like that for one of our clients. It's they need just the basic wheels, basically.
Yeah, awesome. Well, again, what is your website?
Changing-gears.org, and find all about our programming and how we're helping clients and all the ways to get involved and support Changing Gears. It's changing-gears.org.
Okay, for all you car enthusiasts out there who want to give to an awesome cause that's car related, get more people driving, get more people working on these cars, please give to Changing Gears. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Greg.